Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. Um, I found my son's original Chromebook, my younger son's. It's got to be at least 10 years old, at least. And I just thought I'd try it out. I can't believe it's still working. I go through laptops like crazy. And my son, who is rough on everything, this thing is still working. I can't believe it. So I thought I'd give this camera a try, see what happens. Um, Me filming it right now, it looks weird. So I'm just going to see what happens. First, an announcement. For those of you who may have seen my video about my excitement about discovering Market Wagon, the local farmers market that delivers. And it exists in various states in the eastern part of the country. So you might want to look into that. Put the link below. Uh, I placed my first order, and my first delivery is coming today. So we might do a unboxing of that. It's really great. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to taste everything. We got maple bacon, real maple because of where we live. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about something I have spoken about in the past, um, but it was quite some time ago. And since I'm kind of on this roll about, well, this time of the year is difficult for me because my son died, well, on Mother's Day 2014. So this is a difficult time of the year for me. I've been talking about what the experience is like, how I get through it, etc. So before I moved out of Ohio, there was a spiritualist church that I would attend from time to time. Um, I returned home to Ohio due to this lovely accident. Yes. Anyways, and I found that they now record the sermons. So I decided to start watching them online until I can get around better. I mean, I could probably get there, but then the wheelchair thing, I'd be exhausted. So, anyways, I'm watching them online, and then pretty soon I should be getting around well enough that I could actually start attending church in person. But anyways, today I watched the first one, or last Sunday's, um, and it was about one of my favorite subjects, gratitude. I have to tell you, gratitude, believe it or not, is one of the biggest, I want to say, tools I used to recover from my grief. Now, I'm not saying my grief is gone, because grief doesn't ever really go away, and especially when you're a parent. We mothers are probably worse than this than fathers. I'm not sure, because you know how men are. They just kind of hide everything inside. Yeah, I lost two babies with a certain man who does that. Anyways, um, gratitude is just, I mean, it is so important for your emotional and your spiritual well-being, I think, which of course affects your physical. So what happened was, after my son died, naturally, I mean, all I did was cry. I would like howl at the moon like a wild animal. It was so bad. My sister once told me I should go find a field somewhere and go stand out in the middle of it where nobody can hear me and just scream. Um, it was hit bad. It's very painful to lose your child. And, my oldest, when I lost him, he was 26. That was 9 years ago. Um, so there were various tools I used, but gratitude was the biggest. My favorite spiritual teacher is Till Swan, and I had first discovered her after my son died, and she had just helped me through so much of it, so much of it. Um, and one day she talked about, well, gratitude and keeping a gratitude journal, so I started every day. At the end of the day, I would write down anything throughout my day that I was grateful for, even small little things. Oh, the sun was shining, whatever. I saw a butterfly, etc. Just the smallest little things. I cannot remember how long I kept this gratitude journal for, But I have to tell you, it really changed things for me a lot. It got to the point, instead of being angry that my son died at only 26, I became grateful that we had those 26 years together in the spirit realm together. I'm sorry, in the physical realm together. I'm not in the spirit realm yet. My son is. In case you haven't noticed, I, you know, I would think of, memories and stuff like that with him that I was grateful for. Um, if I had a day where maybe the pain of his loss was less, I put that down in my journal. Um, I don't know, maybe I had the ability to pay a bill, and because back then I did not always, I would write that down. Now I don't keep a gratitude journal anymore because it eventually became just a habit for me. So now, since since that time, it's just I'll be going through my day, living my life, and all of a sudden I'm grateful. Now, gratitude is a very strong energy. It's very easily felt by the entire universe, even by those who are also incarnated still. And there's like, when you put that vibration out there, I'm not going to say it gives you more back of the exact same thing, but it's going to bring back in more good things into your life. And I once heard somebody explain this, and I cannot remember who it was, but think of yourself, all right, you're a parent, and say you pack your child's school lunch, and they're like, nobody says thank you, they, a bad attitude, bad everything. Well, then you're like, well, this is what I would do. This mother would do it. Okay. From now on, you're making your own lunch then if you don't like the way I make lunches. Yeah. Anyways, I was just sharing a memory with my son for a moment. It's okay. It still happens. Uh, yeah, that or not. But if you make your child's lunch, oh, thank you, Mom. Oh, that was so good. Thank you so much. Well, then you're going to want to do it more. You're going to want to make them more lunches, better lunches, bake cookies, do this, do that. I know that's the way I am. The universe is the same way. When it feels that gratitude, and yes, this is a form of prayer too, because like I said, praying is not always formal. It's the energy you're putting out. Okay. So when you're putting out that strong vibration of gratitude, and you don't even have to go around saying thank you and praise, you don't have to. I mean, you can if you want, that's fine. The feeling is so strong emanating from you that, well, the whole universe knows. Okay, so that's how you keep getting that back, and that really helped me heal from the loss of I'm going to say the physical loss of my son. You guys know how I feel about that. It did. And also, I'd like to point out, one of the things that was mentioned is not, just not being grateful, but don't look at other people and compare yourself to them. Now, I did not do this with the loss of my son. Um, but with my accidents, you guys know I fractured my tibia and slammed my knee joint together and shattered everything, reconstructive surgery and everything. Okay. Getting close to walking, not there yet. But I was told so many times, especially by my in home care nurse, do not compare yourself to others. Stop seeing what others who had a similar injury, who broke their tibia plateau, um, where they were at any certain point. You are different. Your situation was different. Your injury was more severe, so you needed 12 weeks non-weight bearing, where others needed typically 6 weeks. And then there's my age, the osteopenia, etc. Don't do that. You just look at your own situation, congratulate yourself on how well you're doing, and don't pay attention to what they're doing, okay? Um, you know, and I was like, well, why is that person walking at 7 weeks? And I'm still in a wheelchair, and I'm not even allowed to put weight on my leg. It was like, why are they doing so much better than me? And that's something you should not be doing. Now, when my physical therapist and my occupational therapist would tell me you're doing great, you really are determined, which I guess they have trouble finding determined patients all the time. Um, you're doing a great job. You're gonna walk again. Don't worry about it. You're doing great. I would feel gratitude for that. Think, okay, they're professionals. They know what they're talking about. So gratitude, to me, in my opinion, is like the strongest prayer, the strongest energy, besides love, you could put out well, they're very connected, out into the universe. And so I just wanted to, didn't even know what I was going to talk about today until I heard Reverend Jenni talk about this. And gratitude's one of my favorite subjects to talk about. Um, it is really, you want to talk about magic. I don't care what spiritual path you walk, what religion you, it's all of them talk about gratefulness, all of them, because it is such a powerful magic. It puts that out to the universe. And, when the creator receives it, and the creator's like, oh, this one likes this. I might do a little something else to get that same reaction back. I mean, it's just like, being a mom, a dad, you get that reaction and you want to do it more. So it's a very powerful magic. And like I say, prayer is magic. Okay. It is. Gratitude is a one form of prayer, whether you verbalize it or not. Um, or you formally pray, when as soon as you like get that reaction to something you're grateful for. Like for me, I just have to walk outside. I see a bird. I love, you guys know, I love nature. Okay. And I've been having trouble getting out there this week, and we're supposed to get better weather. So maybe he could get me outside this weekend. I'll be grateful for that. I mean, just now I'm feeling grateful that it's coming, because I had a couple of weeks where I could not, or about 3 weeks, I couldn't get outside because I can't get out by myself yet. So, just seeing a blade of grass. I mean, okay, you guys knew I lived in the Southwest for a few years. I come back to Ohio and I'm like so grateful for how emerald green everything looks here. I mean, just what somebody might say, stupid little stuff. It to me is not. Okay. So for me, I'm grateful for that kind of stuff. It doesn't take much for me anymore. So, it's like, it's so healing. It's so healing. It helps. When I lost my son, it has helped with, various other things in between when I lost my son and now. And then, of course, the next major thing that happened was, well, my fall and having that surgery and stuff. It really, it really helps. And when you heal spiritually and you heal emotionally, and that helps you heal physically. So gratitude is a very good thing. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Oh, and I'm going to leave the link. The name of the church here that I used to attend and planning on attending again is called the Church of the Angels. Okay, I'm going to put the link to their channel down here in case you're interested. It's a spiritualist church, kind of like non-denominational, open to any faith. There are Christians there, probably Jewish, Muslim, who knows, all kinds. Okay. And I really enjoyed going to that church. So in case you're interested, I'm going to put that link down there. And so I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.